business.
It does. We do know it's going to be cold going forward here. Temperatures back in the 20s, really for the rest of the week. We do have some lake effect snow out there this morning. We'll get another push of some more scattered snow for everyone as we get into the late evening, overnight hours. And some additional widespread snow is going to be likely on New Year's Eve. That could impact some driving plans that you might have, but we do look drier as we get into New Year's Day itself. That forecast does improve in terms of the snow potential. We've got a lot of alerts still out there. Winter weather advisories for some of our secondary snow belt areas expected to just last through later today. We've got lake snow warnings for Lake Geauga, Ashtabula counties. Those are going to be going through Thursday. We also have a winter weather advisory for Cuyahoga County that's going to be going through Thursday as well. As we get the widespread snow to move through two different rounds, we're just going to get a little extra lake effect to go on top of that. So that's where we're expecting the highest snow totals as we go through the next couple of days. Lake effect snow, as I mentioned, is ongoing out there right now. If you're hitting the road and driving any amount of distance, you're likely to encounter some changeable conditions depending on where you are relative to the snow. We've got some good snow falling as it has been across the areas of Huron, southern Lorain, Ashland County, down through Wayne County as well. 250 in particular has had some slow going so far this morning because of a lot of this snow that's been pretty persistent. Northern Medina County and pushing into northern Summit County, we've got some decent snow falling there across portions of 480 as well. Southern Geauga County, we do have some good snow falling across much of 422. Some of that is even pushing into Trumbull County. Our primary snow belt areas picking up at least a little bit of snow with this. We do have some of that snow falling, and winds are not as gusty as yesterday, but they're still strong enough that we have some limited visibility at times and still a little bit of blowing snow. This is a look at 90 in Babbitt. This is one area that had a lot of issues last night with the evening commute. With the strong winds and the snow coming in, we definitely had some issues with visibility and traffic through the evening commute, but main roads are getting along very well. And most of our main highways in and around the Cleveland area are still looking good to go, even with some of the snow that's still falling around downtown Cleveland, the surrounding area. We're not causing too many issues so far this morning. We do have a lake effect set up right now, but attention's going to shift off to the west. We've got Clipper number 1 and Clipper number 2 that are going to be lining up to head our way before we really wrap up the end of the year here. So we'll walk you through this with that National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. This model is not excited at all about a lot of the lake effect that we have ongoing this morning, but the general idea is going to be that our winds are starting to shift as we go through the day. So temperatures are going to continue to struggle. We'll be in the 20s, but we should lose some of that lake effect, and we're going to see a focus on more widespread snow as we get into later in the evening. Not expecting any big issues for that evening commute. Snow starts to return later in the evening, and then that widespread snow will be with us through the overnight. A lot of that steady snow is going to be out of here by the time we get into tomorrow morning for anyone hitting the road or heading out for that morning commute. Steady snow should be gone, but we will have at least a little bit of accumulation left behind from that snow and some ongoing lake effect again, especially east of Cleveland. Through the day tomorrow, temperatures continue to struggle in the 20s. We'll watch some additional lake effect, especially closer to the lake shore. And then during the second half of the day, we get that next push of more widespread snow showers that are going to move in. If you've got that evening commute, expect some slowdowns there. We're also probably going to have that snow lingering into the evening hours. So any New Year's Eve plans you might have, we definitely could have some issues with some snow falling that might cause you some slowdowns through those evening hours. A lot of that does move out of here, at least that steady snow, as we actually ring in the new year, and things do look drier heading into Thursday. As far as accumulations go, with our steady snow for tonight is again mostly out of here by tomorrow morning. General 1 to 2 inches, some locally higher totals, especially where we have that lake effect taking over. And then as we go through the day on Wednesday, some additional accumulations of about 1 to 3 inches will be possible for most of us. Again, we're probably going to highlight those areas of the snow belt for just that extra push of lake effect to give us some higher snow totals there by the time we ring in that new year. But then once we do ring in the new year, things are looking better. Our system's going to be exiting. We are looking drier for Thursday, dry for Friday, weekend, not expecting any major issues either. But our temperatures are still going to struggle with that Union Home Mortgage forecast. Again, snow for later today and into tomorrow, but we are going to have temperatures just really struggling with the 20s as we go through the rest of this week. That's about 10 degrees or more below average for most days. And then as we get into next week, we're still going to keep those temperatures on the cool side. We should hold off until probably Monday at this point before we bring back any potential for some additional snow. But yeah, definitely going to be a chilly one as we ring in the new year. And again, that snow could cause some issues for any New Year's Eve plans.